Yeah, so I'm back at Ollybank. What I'm going to be doing today, a lovely day, is I'm going to be moving some of the nooks, the small beehives, into the main, these proper beehives. What you do first though, you make sure these are really clean. You're putting them in a new home. You're going to make sure there's no disease in. Just generally so it's easy for you to beekeep as well, if it's not full of beeswax and propolis and like here with a nail that I found. So just scraping the wax off with my hive tool. And once I'm happy with that, we'll just get a blowtorch and just scorch the box to get rid of any disease. Give it another quick scrape round. Ready to go. So what I'm going to be doing now, this is what we call a nook. This will be going into a bigger box. So they've like overwintered in this box, so they've survived the winter. They seem to be doing really well. I haven't gone inside them yet, but you can tell by, I'll show you. You can tell by how many bees are flying. So there will be quite a few bees in here, and they'll need a full box. So let's put that back. Right, let's see what it's got. Glued down. So that's the lid. Underneath for the lid. Put that back on here. And then I'll just show you inside here. So you can see every single frame's full of bees. So it's about time they got into a proper home. So what I'll do with this, I'll move this away over here. It's got a lid over here. Put that on the floor. Brood box. So I always forget there's 5 or 6 frames in one of these nooks, and in the main hive there's 10 or 11, so I'm trying to put some in first and then start taking them out of the nook. That's the first frame. See, it's full of brood. You see all the brown there, that's all new young bees that are going to be born very soon. Once they're born, they'll literally double the size of the hive. And that side as well. Go get my glasses. Right, I can see now. Put some glasses on. So I'm going to have a quick look for queen as I'm going through. But I can see already there's brood and there's young larvae. So I'm not that bothered about seeing her. Another frame, see again, the frames are completely full. Second one. Again, that's full of bee, I keep saying booze, it's in my mind. Full of bees and full of brood. So it's just about perfectly timed, is this. So again, it's the same. Full of bees, full of brood. Frame of food. Brood on it as well. Oh, the queen. I don't know if you can see the queen. She's on this last frame here. So I'll put it straight back. Worst thing you can do at this time is lose the queen. There you go. So these frames here are what was in the nuke, and as you can see they've got all this extra space. So I'll clean a little bit off, I'm not going to bother too much. So the good thing is we've seen the queen, so we can knock these bees down on the roof. And this is still full of bees, so what we do is that's empty. And we stick a queen excluder on. And the super. So this box here, all the queen can do is put honey in this now. got bits, this is honey from last year, so we can put this back in here for bees. Crown board. And then a lid. There you go. That's a small colony of bees done over winter. Now they're into the proper home, and hopefully now they'll start making honey. Oh, and there it is. So that's 2 hives now, 2 nooks into 2 beehives, each with a super on top. Hopefully going to make me loads of honey. Hopefully. So it's all done now, just going to move them 3 hives about 5 feet towards these hive stands here. But there you go. So nearly all nooks are into big hives now. I've just run out of hives, so I'll have to come back, and I've got a couple more nooks to put up here. So yes, looking good. Yeah, so I'll just explain what I'm doing with these hives. So these hives were along these pallets here going acrosswards. So, and I've put my new hive stands here. So the only way to get these hives onto them hive stands there, there's a couple of spaces, 3 spaces there for them. The only way to do it is to move them. They say 3 feet. It says the rule of beekeeping is you can only move beehives 3 miles or 3 feet, but I find if you move them 6 feet, they're still alright. They find the homes again. So I'll probably move them probably 5 foot again, each one of them, till eventually I can just put them onto the hive stands, and they can carry on from there. I can get rid of all these pallets.